Hey everyone, it's Mike with It's Pittsfield Tonight. It is Wednesday, November the 5th, and I'm going to jump right into it. So yesterday, as at least 17% of you know, was our Pittsfield municipal elections. On the ballot for elections this year was the Pittsfield City Clerk, Pittsfield School Committee, and Pittsfield City Council. Unfortunately, we tied for another record-breaking election of one of the lowest turnouts in the city's history. And I don't get it. That part I don't get, that 83% of our voters decided not to vote, to not participate in the elections. And that is crushing. To the people that won, congratulations. To the people that ran, anyone who ran, thank you so much for doing that. It's not an easy thing to put yourself out there. Politics behind the scenes, what the general public generally or normally doesn't see, it can be very, very nasty. Rumors, things spread about you, a lot of untruths, to put it nicely. A lot gets said, and it's a lot to put yourself out there and go through that. So I can't thank everyone enough that did run. So for your school committee this year, will be Heather McNeese, and I was thrilled to see that. Dan Elias has made a return to the school committee. Kathy Yan has made a return to the school committee. Sarah Mule, that's another one. I was really thrilled to see that. Sierra Battori, I actually did one of these when I was watching that. Sierra, I think, is a wonderful addition to the school committee. The biggest part of her platform was transparency. She feels that every parent deserves to know what is going on in those schools with their children. And so I was thrilled to see Sierra elected, and Carolyn Wade-Barry. I was really excited to see Carolyn get elected. So I think we have an outstanding school committee coming in. I met Jacob Klein, who was the young man, a PHS student that ran for school committee. That one will stick with me forever, and I hope we will be seeing more of Jacob Klein in the future. When I interviewed Jacob, I asked him, where do you see yourself, coming out of high school as a career path? And he said either religion or politics. And I think he'd make a fabulous politician. What a great way to get started and at such a young age and put himself through this. And he did really well. So thank you to Jacob. Thank you to his father, Lawrence, who ran at large. Thank you to Jeff Berger, Jeff, highly educated man, very caring, compassionate guy, just highly educated and so knowledgeable in the education field. I hope we see a return for him down the road in some way of serving the public, because having somebody like that in the community is such an asset to the community. So we're going to go to, I really don't have to read off the at-large or any of them for the city council, because we returned every incumbent to the council. Nothing has changed there. And congratulations to Kathy Moody in Ward 7. She will be the new Ward 7 city councilor. Cam Cunningham in Ward 2. I had the pleasure of interviewing both of them. Highly qualified, great people. I was very impressed with both of them and the passion they have for the community. So that was good. Congratulations to the incumbents on their reelection. And I wish we could somehow find a way to break the apathy. I wish there was a way to get people more involved. But again, I think that falls on the elected officials. I think part of their job should be communication, transparency, exciting their base, getting the public involved. I don't care how good a city councilor is. If the community is not engaged and not involved, what are we doing? It takes everyone to get involved and to make change and to improve the city. Change should be a continual evolving thing. Nobody wants to stay stagnant. I had the pleasure of interviewing most of well, not really. I don't know. Most of the candidates anyway. But the interviews I did not was Pete White, Alyssa Costa, Patrick Cavey, and Dina Lampiazzi. Those four I did not interview. I didn't hear anything from them on that. I will be following up with everyone that I did interview to see if they want to talk about some things and what the next steps are for them, if any. But again, to everyone who did run, thank you. The whole community should be thanking you, because that is such a difficult thing to put yourself through. Lawrence Klein, I was really impressed with. That's Jacob Klein's father. And what a doting father. I mean, I was just really impressed. And he's raising just a highly intelligent young man with just the right values and morals in place. And those two, meeting them and talking to them was impressive to me and exciting, and made me feel hopeful about the glimmer of hope for the future. But again, breaking the apathy is something we have to find a way to do. I don't get it. I don't get it. And again, I hope the city council sees that and doesn't, because nobody should be standing up and applauding and clapping about, yay, I won, in that sense. There should be a little bit of a sadness there that hardly, for the people that did volunteer and did participate and the people that did vote, that's tough to know that 83% of your neighbors in the city did not. And that just makes it that much more difficult. So, I mean, that's something I want to see the counselors really work on if they can. I look at a situation I had where I filed an open meeting law violation complaint. And it was not to be vindictive. It wasn't for political motivation and all the things that were said. I vetted it thoroughly through other politicians before I actually placed that complaint. And the way that was addressed and treated, like I was some kind of criminal, that really left a bad taste with me. I thought, what is going on here? I didn't do it for some nefarious reason. I believed there was a violation with that. So I hope that type of attitude changes. Talk to people. Ask them what's up, what's going on. Let's talk about it. Isn't that the way you want to see elected officials address and deal with things? But yeah. So that's that. On a positive note, congratulations again to everyone who won. And thank you again. I can't thank the people that ran. I can't thank them enough, because, it's getting so bad with the apathy that I fear that we're only 1 or 2 elections away from you're going to see an incumbent decide not to run for re-election and nobody run. You'll see wards or seats where nobody is running. Nobody wants to get involved. And that is going to be an issue. And we're close to that. We're close to that. And that's scary. You look at how many of these wards were uncontested. Ward 1, Ward 3, Ward 4. You had 7 at-large candidates running for 4 seats. It's really bad. And we need more people involved. Politics can be horrible at times, but the more people are involved, the better it gets. The more people that walk away, the worse it gets. And that's the truth. You have to stay engaged. Be part of your community, your civic duty to be part of your community. Ask yourself, how many things do you volunteer for every year? How much time do you give back? Is it possible that you could take 15 to 20 minutes every 2 years to go to a polling station and vote? Is the city important enough to you to at least do that? I hope so. I hope we can somehow turn this around. But that's it for now. Again, I'll just keep repeating myself over and over, but congrats to all the winners, and thank you to everyone who ran. And I will be following up with everyone. I'm sure there'll be some that don't want to do an interview, but if they do, I'd love to hear from them and see if we can expect to see them in the community in the future. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, pay attention, get involved, and I'll catch you all in the next day or two.